Oh, all right. 2 minutes ago. Yeah, I'm live. Nothing's happening. But I'm live. Nobody's there. That's okay. Nobody knew I was going to be here neither. Surprise, surprise, surprise.
Nobody knew I was going to be here neither.
Call me Gomer Pyle.
Surprise, surprise, surprise. Nobody knew I was going to.
There we go. Now I can see if anybody says anything. Oh, but that's okay. If nobody don't show up, I'll sit here and enjoy my Lipton. Whoops. My Lipton, Georgia peach tea. Yep. Georgia Lipton peach tea. I had me some hot chocolate a little bit ago. Hot chocolate. Howdy, Peggy. How you doing, young lady? I hope it's not as cold where you're at than where I'm at. Ooh, it's cold. But something about that Hershey's hot chocolate makes me thirsty. I gotta drink something cold. Yeah. Yeah, it's been busy. Yeah, it's been busy here too. Well, that's a good thing. It wasn't here. I mean, it's bone chilling cold out there. I I don't understand it. For the temperatures they say it is, uh, it don't. It sure don't feel like it around here. Heat the peach tea up. Yeah, that's a good idea. Oh, come on, Neil. Neil. Neil just made a comment on my video. He says too cold for peach tea. Well, Peggy's got a solution for that, Neil. Where you at, Neil? Come on in here. There's Melinda. Hey. Neil's watching the video, my little short video today. And he's making comments on it. He said it's too cold for my Lipton tea since I was advertising hot chocolate today. Yeah, Melinda, is everything working good tonight? Well, then, Peggy, that only means you got about 4 more minutes to go. All right, good deal. Uh, I think that was one of my short videos. Got some phone calls this morning and had to moan. There's Neil. Neil, we were talking about your comments you made while we were live. Your comment was coming up on top of the screen about it being too cold for my Georgia Lipton sweet tea, peach sweet tea. Uh, Is he in pain? He was probably getting ready to go to bed. 1 o'clock in the morning over there in his wonderful part of the world. Not yet. But yeah, it wasn't too cold once I got warmed up, Neil. Had to wash the hot chocolate down with the peach tea. It's I don't think he does. I believe the man. I thought. You reckon Neil's for real, or is he a robot? He might be one of them robots that somebody programs. You know that comes on that picks up. You know they program what they want him to turn on to. He's out helping his friends and. He's out helping his friends and still don't miss alive. Oh boy. Let me look and see. Ah. Melinda got him figured out. I tell you, I was telling Peggy, for the temperature they say it is, it's all wrong. Something's not right. I think they're afraid to tell us how cold it really is around here because it's a lot colder than what they're saying. I guarantee you that. Yes, I did, Peggy. Yeah. A few other things popped up, had to take care of this morning. Oh, and his battery's plugged in. We caught Neil not fully charged. We caught Neil with his panel open, with it plugged up. He had to hit the fast charge button. Yeah, and I tell you, it was so cold. I wouldn't go out the door to fruit stand. When it was time to leave there, I was like, okay, I'm going to run for the truck. And then I come home and I said, man, I told them I was going to let them see the new arrivals. And that didn't want to work out neither. I went down there and they didn't want to cooperate. Not at all, not at all. Oh. Well, yeah, it says we got 6 people in here. So maybe Brandon's in here hiding behind the bushes again. Ed Patrick posted a video, 1944 Winchester. No, I know but the weather don't want to cooperate. The the new arrivals at the barn didn't want to cooperate. The weather wanted to be too cold, and it was getting dark too fast. And one of them decided to just hide. Let me say, just say, no, I'm standing right down in this hole right here. I'm not coming out. And, yeah. I got the fruit stand. I told the girl, I said, you got to learn to pay attention. When we say mandatory work hours means you got to work all day. She laughed at me, like all day. Yeah, she'll be back Monday. Hopefully, our Saturday, Darlene is her name that works on Saturdays. Uh, we've got her scheduled to work on a weekday now, so hopefully it all works out. Yeah, it's 24/7. We have two. One works 5 hours a day, 4 days a week, off on Wednesdays and the weekends. And Peter usually works all day on Wednesdays. Wednesday's not a busy day, and we're closed on Sunday. And the girl that works on Saturday, she works the whole shift. She works all day normally, and I'm praying she does this Saturday. I hope we don't get no phone call. I can't work all day. I want to go. Oh mercy! And then Peter usually fills in. Uh, 24 minutes every 7 days. Peter usually fills in the blanks. Uh, it didn't last long. Now I tell you, uh, we had I had a real cushy job. One of the few times I ever worked for somebody else, except for in high school, and that was when I was going to Lee University in Cleveland, Tennessee. uh, I was taking some theology classes, and the work I was doing was go sit in the back of the warehouse and sit there. So you had time to read, you know, whatever you had to do. You sat there almost a whole 8 hour shift. Mandatory, yeah. Uh, well, she was talking to her daughter the other day, and I was messing with her about it, and she told her, "He's trying to make me stay here." Yeah, it was for a stove company. It was called Magic Chef, and all I had to do, I mean, some days you might work out of the 8 hours. I want to say you might actually work, on average, you might work 30, 45 minutes. and that's no joke. But once in a while, it'd get a little crazy, and they'd really get production up, and you might have to work an hour or more out of the whole day. But yeah, you just had to wait. All I did was take ovens and oven inserts. You could one handed take oven inserts and stack them in the lines for the line to run. And what they did, we'd go in and go. I'll take line 3 or line 5 or whatever, and that's where you just go there. Okay, you got that one, and you go there and do that one. And I always got to look at the report. You get there a little early, you get to see what lines, how many they were getting. So I always go in a little early and go pick the line that had the less on it. And I took my little backpack with my stuff in it and go on back there and find me a cushy place to sit and wait. Sometimes ovens be coming by, inserts be coming by, and be going, nope, them ain't mine. That's not for me. Yeah, they sure did that, and they paid the best paying job in the city of Cleveland, Tennessee, back in the day. Made good money. Uh, I just like, hey, yeah, I'll do that job. And see, I couldn't. I couldn't work first shift. I only worked second shift. The nuts are at the fruit stand. I don't. The next when the next meeting was going to be. Yeah, that sounds like our local government here. But they come out. They have a they have a board meeting and come out there and go. Well, did y'all make any decisions on that? Well, we're going to decide next week. So y'all didn't do nothing back there. Yeah, the nuts are at the fruit stand. My nose is burning me. Like, you ever had a nosebleed and it burns up in the, my nose is burning, but I ain't got no nosebleed. Might have a brain bleed, but I ain't got a nosebleed. Well, at least I got to introduce you to one of the new members of the barn fowl. Yeah, that'll make you bored. Uh, Trying to keep everybody from speaking at the same time is the hard part. And the ones Neil goes to is the hard part is trying to keep everybody from yawning at the same time. No organization whatsoever. Everybody yawning at the same time. I mean, it's terrible. What do you think about it? Yeah, okay. Next. One at a time, please. One at a time. It's like trying to oversee a Boy Scout parents meeting. They know nothing about being organized. Sit up there. One at a time, please. Please wait till you're called on. Mind it, yes. Just trying to save that time, huh? So we won't be here so long. That's what it is. I disagree. Then they'll get to arguing over what you're disagreeing about. Wait a minute, what was it anyway? We we had some. I mean, I've been to some crazy meetings over the years. Where when you left there, you knew less than you did when you got there. Yeah, I agree, Peggy. There's always somebody there that knows exactly what we're going to do before we ever. Oh, well, everybody just turn around and leave, please. And yeah, we scare somebody. We scare some people off. It's just back to the four of us. Yeah, that's true, Neil. If I'm going to invest in something, I want to make sure who is going to be handling things is dependable, knows what they're doing, and you can go home and go to bed and not worry about it. Yeah. Sit back and let them talk. And when you get ready, when it's time to go, sit up and go, okay, everybody ready to go home? I'm out of here. I used to make. I'll tell you what, Michael's mother would tell you. He used to make me so mad. He wouldn't argue with me. Good politics. Uh, yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, she get carried away about something, and I go, yeah. I think she used to come up with stuff she wanted to do or think we should do that she knew that I wouldn't be interested in or wouldn't want to do, to try to get me to argue about it. Yeah, that's not too keen. Have we got the money allocated for that? Don't you think we need to do that first? Yep. Go to all that trouble to get together. Yay or nay. And then they walk out and do what they want to anyway. I was talking to somebody here a while back about an argument they were having with the church, with their church leader. And I said, well, there's a time and place, uh, for everything. Some things you don't do while church service is going on. But if it concerns you enough, you get the pastor off to your side and you talk to him. And he shouldn't be offended about your opinion, because you have an opinion on it. And well, it's next thing I knew, they were talking about, well, since they spoke out in the middle of a church service and everything, and every certain group of people in the church, the way it's been explained to me, is not happy. And I said, well, the church, if the church hasn't voted you out, don't worry about it. And well, that's just it. The church won't be doing the voting. It'll be just the few people in the back room that makes all the decisions. And I disagreed with that. I said, well, whoa. The church is the people. And the people need to call a special meeting. The members of the church should have a say in whatever the topic was. They shouldn't be able to. You shouldn't just be two or three people in the back room shouldn't say you can't come here no more. It wasn't a bad thing, but it just something they disagreed on. And if we go around throwing everybody out and kicking everybody out because somebody disagreed with you, well, people be kicking each other out all the time. Nobody be able to organize anything because there's always going to be somebody disagreeing with something. Yep. If you got a little church you can go to that sticks to the Word of God and don't get into politics, hang on to it. That's what I say. Because once they get so big, all of a sudden just a handful of people run the whole thing, run the whole show. Everybody else is just there. And guess what I brought home with me yesterday? Yeah, now you guessed it wrong. A strawberry onion. I brought one of these strawberry onions home. Because I was afraid. We were down to We were down to 3 left. I took one of them, brought it home, and this morning she sold the last 2. I guess Scott headed for the market probably around. I'm gonna put it on some sandwiches. I'm gonna put it on a sandwich with this tomato right here. This tomato. uh yeah, that helps a lot, Neil, when it's useful. Strawberry onions. Oh, we get it straight up off the truck as it comes up out of South Georgia and Florida right now. It won't be long. Won't be too many months from now, as long as the weather will cooperate. It'll be coming out of the backyard back here, basically out of the garden, out of the fields back here. Uh, Strawberry onions. I thought I told y'all this already. Uh, either I thought I told you and didn't. Are y'all not listening? Strawberry onions are planted around the strawberry fields. It helps wart away bugs. Just plant them all around it. And after they collect the strawberries, they pull up the onions. They're better than Vidalia onions. They are sweet. Uh, I was hoping you were anyway. Melinda might not have been able to get her. She might have had to leave that night or something, or did I do it on a video? I don't know. But she might have had computer problems that night. But yeah, they just grow around the fields, and they're short lived, just like strawberry season. Well, strawberry onion season, same way. It just when they pull them up from the field, and sell them off. That's it. And they plant them by the thousands around them strawberry fields. And Christina eats them like apple. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It was probably she was having trouble that night. Peggy. Well, I thought a Vidalia onion was good until I got a hold of these. And, Neil, I'll show you one, and I'll say now I'll give you a spaghetti tree if you'll buy one of my cordless extension cords. Peggy's got you on that one. Got to have that meatball tray to go with it. And yeah, well these some of these are Melinda. This was actually a pretty small one compared to some of them. Some of them are huge. Uh, anyway, Scott did find some more. He left at about noon today. He called me. He says, "I'm not going to make it back by 2 o'clock. I said, okay, I got the store at 2 o'clock. Don't worry. So, but yeah, he came back with a box full of them. You never know when the last ones are going to be there. You know, like strawberries run out, can't get no more. Well, strawberry in the same way. Yeah, uh, you know the two things I like to keep around the house is uh, my cordless extension cord and my blinker fluid for my pickup. I don't want to run out of blinker fluid. Those two things I just can't never run out of. Can't have enough of it. Go through it so fast. I told I told uh, Daniel and Petra. I told them before they left. I said, "Let me get my cordless extension cord, and we'll plug it in here at the house, and y'all take the other part with you, and you'll have power all the way there." Came with the code. Yeah, well, you got your money's worth, Neil. You just melt the sauce down, add a little water to it. They were, excuse me, not a whole lot of news yet, other than they want more money. They want to take a piece of this tumor in his mouth and send it to England to be tested in England. And I'll let you guess how much it costs to do that. What do you think it costs to clip something out of your mouth that's hanging in your mouth, put it in something, send it to England, and let them examine it and test it and give you a result? What do you think they charge? They say that they said it's needed to be done for part of his treatment. A place that says, "Come on in, bring your 75,000, and we'll treat you." Oh no, no, not that bad. Well, you'll deliver it. They want $6,000 more for that test. Petra was excited. I'm gonna tell you to make that journey, and hopefully, hoping that it's gonna be, uh, good for Daniel. But she was also nervous at the same time. You can see how nervous she was really about, across the kitchen table, they $75,000 to carry with her. Oh man, that cut a piece of that tumor that's growing down uh, out through the hole in the roof of. Oh. Hello?
Hello, is this Poppy?
I'm live on YouTube.
Are you ready for your butt appointment?
Boy, I'm gonna whoop you.
What? Huh? He said, oh, I'm gonna whoop her. Cause I said, are you ready for?
Yeah. That was one of the grandkids. Yeah, I knew. I'm on the tablet. I'm live on the tablet. I answered the phone. They're not paying attention. Oh, I can tell you the truth. I can't tell you which one it was. They were changing their voice. Something about a butt appointment. Who knows? Yeah, I'm using StreamYard. Yeah. Say, StreamYard. That might be a good guess. I just call him being silly. I'm surprised they didn't call me back. I'll tell you what, baby girl can play the role of Wednesday real good. I know it. Then they had to turn around and tell somebody and talk to somebody in the background of what they just did. Well, the cold front apparently is here to stay based on the temperatures the weatherman says it is. It's freezing out there. We still got more rain in the forecast between, they say, from 9 o'clock till after 11. I just don't know how it could be as cold as cold as it is, and they say it's not that cold. Yeah, we probably got Brandon sneaking around back there somewhere and hiding in the bushes. Yeah. I have done it and said I was the dog catcher before and everything else, just to mess with them. One time I got hung up on. Called the wrong number. You've reached your local humane society. Do you have an animal that needs to be picked up, or are you interested in adopting one? Click. Ooh, Michaela. All right, Christina, we are live. Uh, Neil, bring her on the live. Oh, okay. Is she working with you? Is she riding around working with you? All right, good night. Love y'all. Uh, Friday. I think they said next Friday because they went live this week. Yeah. Yeah. Running in people's food to them so they won't be hungry. I didn't know there was that much money. Uh, yeah, I think they're going to say they might go back next Friday, Peggy. That might be next Friday night before they come back, before they go live again. Well, let's see. If they got, he didn't. Did he ever tell you got them in the mail yet? Did he? I don't think he said anything about if he got them in the mail. He probably did. Yeah, he said something about he didn't have bubble. They're in the mail. I remember him saying something about bubble wrap. He didn't have any uh, thing to put them in to keep them getting crushed. So you might have it before the weekend. I'm No, I didn't schedule it. I just popped in. Well, snail mail moves a little slow, Peggy. Yeah, I just popped in. Ours Meg's little house in the country. Yeah, I've I've been on about 50 minutes or something like that. Yeah. We just sitting around trying to figure out who's here. Well, I'm here anyway. I know I'm here right now. I think they just surf the web and you just pick them nights that they come across your channel. Uh yeah, don't shh. Uh I said the other night, I forget who it was now, somebody was talking about how bad they were getting them. Um said it was crazy. Hey Meg's little house in the country, welcome back. Yeah, it's Neil. Yeah. Hi Neil. I guess she's about lost all her snow up there now. I guess all that snow's probably pretty much melted away. It's got cold down here and warm up there. Don't make no sense at all. It was up there in parts of Oklahoma and northern part of Arkansas. Had 80-degree weather one day. 80 degrees. It don't make any sense whatsoever. I don't want it. I just want to see it. I really enjoy it online. Uh, but yeah, it's much more prettier online. I went and boy, I'd have to go. scraping straw left and right if it started snowing. And we might get one. We might. This weather is strange. And this month is just starting. The biggest snowstorm we ever had was in this month. The last big snowstorm we had was in this month. Yeah. You just never know. Ah. Hmm. Yeah. Well, we the last big snow we had was in the middle of March, about the third week of March, and uh, the car hadn't moved at all. And I took and cut it in half on the roof of the car and pushed one half off, and it measured it, and then we had 6 inches of snow on top of the car. Yeah. Melinda, you sure you don't want just a little bit of snow on the grass? You know. I got a long lag here, longer than usual. Scott got back uh, with all the goodies today for the store. No, sir. And I thought about turning the tablet and go live and say, "Here, Scott, you know, if anybody comes on there, don't forget to talk to them," and walk away. That yeah, if we had a big snow, we still had to go to the barn. We still had to go to the fruit stand, take care of the greenhouse, and make sure everything, was buttoned up and staying warm. Neil's going to comment on you being off. I ain't gonna say nothing. I was thinking, yeah, I will too. I was thinking, Peggy, when she said that, and I read it, I was like, Neil's turn. Neil ain't jumped in there yet. these days have been long for me the past few this week. The girl that works tomorrow normally works on Saturdays. I don't know if she did or not. She didn't say she had. Oh yeah. Now look, I guess not your snow to give away. Think about all the kids that are going would wake up the next morning, you give it all away, be going, oh no, where did oh, where did our snow go? Yeah. Yeah, the other one was in hiding. Couldn't get that. This would not come out of that hole. I was like, okay, I'm freezing. It was a lot warmer in the barn, but I'm freezing. I done, I got the truck running. I'm down here so people can get a bird's eye view of you. Get it, bird's eye view, and y'all not cooperating with me one bit. You're just like the weather, doing what you want. Uncooperative. They're a little skittish right now, and we'll have to keep them. We'll have to keep them put up at least a week. Well, both of them ran from them when they were trying to catch them, and they had to run it into a building and catch them with a net. So they're not really friendly, but they're not. They don't attack you. They run from you. We're not going to, Peggy. We're gonna put Mr. Meany up for sale. And if nobody don't buy him in the next 2 weeks, we'll take him to the sale. The sale was tonight, but it's too cold to go to a sale tonight to start with. But put it on the market bulletin locally here and see if we sell it. I wouldn't want no harm to come to him because he's too mean. And if somebody was to eat a bird that mean, they I don't know what kind of condition they'd be in afterwards. They might jump up from the table after a few bites and start attacking the people sitting around the dinner table with them. I mean, that's got to be that's some mean meat right there now. I'm gonna fight you over that drumstick. Ah. Yeah, best protection you could have down there. Well, see, nobody will know he's that mean. If they don't ask, I don't tell. O'Neill was gone. He had to go deal with something. That's why. That's why he didn't comment, Peggy, on Melinda's statement that we all were waiting. We just knew it was getting ready to happen any second, but he just didn't. Uh, he didn't reply. So he's not slipping. He just had to step away. Neil, Neil's right now going back, scrolling back. Let me find what it was. Hmm. Computers don't fall asleep, Melinda. Too early. Too early for Neil. He just unplugged his battery. He's like, man, I missed one. Doggone it. Yeah. I was sitting here thinking Neil's getting ready to post something after she posted that, and Peggy was like, she posted. Neil's going to have something to say about this. Let's see if we can make it easy for you, Neil. Uh, there you go, Neil. What did you like about it, Neil? Oh yeah. Yeah. Brandon's always behind on the chat. Man, it don't do Stephanie any good to get ahead and get caught up because he'll read them anyway and go, "Oh, you already read that." Right, when you got that many people, you gotta realize they're looking at YouTube, Facebook, both at the same time, scrolling through. Ah. Nah, Brandon don't care. It's impossible to have 400 people on YouTube, not counting what's over on Facebook, and they're all scrolling up the page right at the same time. Uh, yeah, he knows we're just messing with him. Yeah. I remember that. Yeah. Well, that dog that they found on the road, whew, that was terrible. I mean, that dog was in bad shape. I seen, uh, I seen a jar with a. Used to be down. It used to be a vet down in Rossville and Fort Over area, right there on 27, that had the jar sitting in there the same way as what I saw in there. And it probably wouldn't have made it anyway. It would have suffered. Uh, Man, to watch the heartworms eat a dog up like that. I mean, it's sad to watch. They said that vet down there said some of them heartworms could be 7 feet long in the heart of a dog. I I thought, goodness gracious. I mean, it just keeps growing and working through the heart and making looping all around and everything. Because I was looking at it one time when I was in there, and I said, "There's one. Man, there's a lot of them in there. You can't count them. That could be the same worm." Okay. And yeah, if you don't catch it early and do something about it, then it's expensive. Even if you catch it early, to give them them pills and all that stuff and treat them, and you got to keep them calm while they're being treated and all that stuff. Uh, yeah, I hear you, Neil. Uh, but yeah, if it was that bad, if it was stage 4, like he was talking about, that's a lot, man. That heart was eat up, and that dog wasn't going to do nothing but suffer. Probably so. And you probably medicine probably would have never saved that dog, and it was up in age too for that dog. Yeah, I mean they could have left him out there to just fall over, out there in the ditch somewhere. At least he got to ride one more time. Seemed like he liked to ride in a vehicle. At least he got to ride one more time. Uh, but I'm kind of like Brandon. Pet bulls have always worried me. Uh, some people say, well, it's all in how you raise them and what you teach them and all that. But I have seen different, not just in pet bulls. I've seen different. They were raised, they were the biggest babies in the world, and one day something happens and they snap. And they, if they feel like they need to protect someone or their self, one bite, one bite of a pet bull, the jaw power is way, way more than. Uh, I mean, they hurt. They can take you out. He had to be suffering, that's for sure. But now they're the only one I know on. I don't know if y'all got a channel I don't watch, but as far as I know, they're the only one that's got a three-legged farm protective animal that protects the animals. And she seems to be doing good. She'll start once them puppies are out of there and off of her. She'll start to gain some weight. Of course, I think this week she's going to have surgery again, so she won't have no babies. Yeah, they got two of them, but one of them has still got all four legs, but I mean, literally missing one completely. Uh, but she can still do her job. She just won't be able to win the fight. Let's put it that way. But she can still do all her alerts and get the attention. And there ain't no doubt in my mind she'd still try to fight. If she had to protect something. I've known people that's completely lost their animals because of their animal was trying to protect what they're supposed to, and lost the battle. But they went doing what they were supposed to do, and that's kind of like the guy that drowned it on the river down here recently in Tennessee. Somebody said it made it a little easier to know that he left doing what he enjoyed doing most, and that was fishing. And animals the same way. It looks dangerous for dogs. yeah, maybe. Wait till they catch a skunk. I'll leave it at that. Yeah, coyotes come up there and see them three-legged animals, turn and go running the other way. It's close enough. We don't want none of that. They take their job serious. And I know this is a terrible thing to say, but then that pack of dogs is chasing uh, uh, they're like feral cats, they just went wild. They're just they're out there trying to survive in the wild, and they're attacking people's. They'll take a calf down. They'll take a little cow down. You have to do what you have to do. You know what I mean? Things come back to me now. I tell you what. I personally haven't ever done it, but I know people who have. Uh, they they've ate skunk. You can. It's edible. Uh, if you come down right to it, and you had to have something to eat, and that's all you had, and that's all you could get trapped. It's edible. It ain't the greatest taste in the world, from what I've been told, and it stinks while you're eating it. But even after you cook it, but it can be done. I wouldn't want to try one around here because you make you a mud pie and be happy. Is that what you're saying? But some of these wild game uh, cookouts where they bring, well, Peter just went to one here recently. She said they didn't have no skunk. Uh, something else they didn't have that they normally have. I forgot what it was. Might have been quail, maybe. But yeah, it's a real thing. If you want to step out on the walk out on the plank and see what's out there, you have to go out there and try it one time. You know. I mean, I say mud pie, but you could shape it like a T-bone or something, you know, and let it. It's a mud T-bone. Yep, yes, that's right, Peggy. I mean, remember that many years ago, that plane crash? They could never find them. People were still alive, and they were up there in that snow, and uh, they got to the point they were eating the dead. I mean, you'd be surprised. Hunger's a real thing. Fine dining at its best. Uh, I don't think, I mean, knowing that I come home and eat, uh, uh, I don't think I would. I wouldn't try the skunk. I'm sorry, I wouldn't. I'll take their word for it that it's not that tasty, and I'll take their word upon the fact that it smells bad when you're eating it. I trust you. Go ahead. But I'd say I would never say I would never eat it for any reason whatsoever. I like squirrel, but they're not worth the trouble. But if I was hungry, I'd go to the trouble to skin me one squirrel just to have the taste of something to eat. I wouldn't eat catfish because of, yeah. A lot of people have a lot of reasons. And I tell people all the time who don't, they get food and they put it on their plate and then they don't eat it. They eat some of it and just don't want no more. And there's too many people. There's too many people that would fight you over throwing that away. Uh, so eat what eat what you got. I like catfish. Neil didn't pass you up, old Peggy. Uh, yeah. Do you eat chicken, Neil? They sure do. There's so many different ways you can cook the chicken. You know, you can barbecue 'em. You can fry it up. I mean, think about it. You can garlic bake them. You know, all kinds of stuff you can do with a chicken. Well, I tell you what I did a long time ago was everybody was crazy about them chicken wings. They wanted chicken wings. And yeah, yeah. Uh, then chicken wings got to where they were so expensive because they knew everybody wanted them chicken wings. And I'm like, wait a minute. You can fix chicken legs the same way you fix the chicken wings. You can put glaze on them, whatever you want. You can do them the same way and get more meat out of it, and it's cheaper than the wings. And yeah, I like the roasted chicken. Years ago, I had a rotisserie thing. It had a glass front on it. You could watch the chicken go rotate around and around and around. That used to be so entertaining to the kids. Watch that chicken. What do you want me to say, Neil? Prepare chicken. You don't think the chicken's already prepared? It knows what's coming. Yeah, you're right, Peggy. I've noticed that too. You can you can buy the whole chicken. I think up here for $5 or something. I think last time I looked at it. And you want your eggs scrambled? Chickens won't do that for you. They won't fry them up neither. So they got that part's got to be fixed. I, you know, I want to have me some. Oh, Meg said her grandmother could cook up some grilled whale, some catfish. I ain't had no catfish in a while. Been a while. Yeah, I knew it was 5 something. I was thinking uh, that they were at Walmart last time I saw them. But I ain't bought no raw chicken in a long time. Been a while. Yeah, yeah. Well, look who showed up. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Peggy says the shark is too much like the skunk. It's probably Kevin. Well, Melinda stepped out on the wild side. She she likes hers grilled. K1 there, Neil. Special K. I like salmon. It's not my go-to dish. Uh, you know, I'd pick something else first, but I like it. Why are you saying hi to Kevin? You said K1. Yeah. Kevin, we were talking about you a little bit ago. I think it was Peggy and talking about you going live on Friday. I told him you said you might go live. My next week might be Friday. I'll tell you the truth. I could live on I could devil me some crabs, boil me some shrimp, or steam me some shrimp, and be happy as a lark right there. Now Peter likes she likes salmon a lot. Yeah. Next week they're gonna try to make it on Friday. That's what I said. Let's see. What was it them girls were doing? What were they doing? I know the thumbs up. Uh, thumbs up. Thumb. Thumbs down. What did thumbs down do? I don't remember. Yeah. Sure. I don't care for it myself, Neil. I'd rather have some oysters. That's right. It did the rain. Well, what was it that made the fireworks? Wasn't it fireworks or something? I think. Oh, two thumbs up did fireworks. I thought that did something else. I thought they'd give two thumbs up. I wonder if there's any we haven't figured out yet. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Yeah. I did. I wonder if you do this, you get anything. Oh, wait a minute. What about one up and one down? I guess that don't do nothing. Yeah. Well, we'll skip that one, Neil. And if, you ever wonder how they know it's your thumb? What if you had a fat index finger? I don't think it. No, I didn't expect it to work. They wouldn't let you do that on here, probably. Nope. Uh, oh man, I sure hope not. They're gonna do. I'm over here. What I don't know if y'all are far behind as I am or not. I'm over here watching something I did 2 minutes ago. The chat seemed to be working faster than the video. We ain't gonna find out. We'll wait and let thumbs up do that one. Yeah. She does add a little spark to their videos, don't she? And the best I can do is that Lipton, Georgia peach tea. Well, look, I jumped on here to say hi. It's just 9:30 here, but it's been a long day. I mean, I'm wore out, and I want to sleep in tomorrow unless I get a phone call telling me I need to do something different. It's too wet to do anything outside. It'd be too muddy to do anything outside. So there's no need going outside. Yeah, he's cute. I'm looking forward to watching the twins grow up and get big enough to start talking and saying stuff on there. Maverick, he's falling right. He's falling right in place, like he knows what to do next. You know, he's gonna be a motorcycle rider. He's gonna be doing some daredevil stuff. You can be sure of that. That's what I'm afraid of. I reach up, I float by to reach up and grab the pipe and miss it and float right on out into the back field. Yeah, he's gonna be his daddy all over. He'll be wanting to fly. Yeah, you getting it all done up, ain't you? Take care. God bless. Yeah, I can see that too, Neil. Off the rooftop, maybe. uh, Sometimes I think, oh, he's nothing but a daddy's boy, and then I've seen. Then there's other times I watch him and I go, oh boy, he's a mama's boy now. I think he's got an even flow of that, but I think I think he'll be a little daredevil. He's already looking forward to jumping that dirt hill on the big side, not down the middle. Neil, we're waiting on you to start your YouTube channel. Call it uh, Neil's Advice. If you need any, come see Neil. Then in the description, need to be set straight, need to be led on the straight and narrow. See Neil. Neil's got the Neil have an answer for you. That's what it's all about, having an answer. Oh, Neil's words of wisdom. There you go. That's it. Peggy's got you all set up now, Neil. You're ready to go. Well, that's another good one. He could have now, Neil. You're gonna have to make two channels. You have to make two channels. That's well, we got him going already. And oh, saying I got low battery. But that's what happens when you go live when you don't expect to. You don't prepare for it. Well, everybody have a great night. I'm going to have to get off here. Again, just get ready for the next channel. Nothing to see. Oh, anyway, I'm going to tell you good night and God bless. Remember, Jesus loves you, and keep on smiling. And we'll see you. We'll see you next time. Yeah, glad you came. It was wonderful seeing y'all. I got to remember what to do now. The button down here. There you go. Praise the Lord.